Hello YouTube, and welcome on this fine day. Today we are going to have a look at Omnath, Locus of Creation in Historic Brawl. This deck aims to win by ramping a lot and playing big things, really. It is a ramp landfall deck, and the way the usual play pattern goes is that we play a mana dork to power out Omnath on turn 3, and then we have a way to make one additional land drop, so we can get the second landfall ability, which is the real payoff here, to like make some huge plays. We also have a Terramorphic Expanse, Fabled Passage, Evolving Wilds to like crack them and immediately get a double land trigger. But also the like usual top end for this deck is Field of the Dead. Field of the Dead is just a good card, right? We have multiple ways of tutoring for it: Scapeshift, Hour of Promise, and Elvish Reclaimer. And with the amount of card draw we have, it's not really difficult to get there. If the field goes to the graveyard, we have multiple backup plans. We can't just win by playing Ugin, right? But we can also play Bala Get Recovery to get it back to the hand, or something else we might want. Or we could just go with Felidar Retreat, and if we have like some amount of like creatures on the field, Crater of the Behemoth is usually just lethal as well, right? The mana base is quite tricky because we are mostly mono green, but we want to hit a 4-color 4-mana commander consistently, and this is why the mana base is constructed like this, like to tune towards that goal. And colorless lands are like really hurt. Like we need to play field because we want to play field, right? But other than that, we don't really play other colorless lands. And also we don't play like other 4 mana like ramp cards like Circuitous Route or Migration Path, because we have 7 basics in total and we want to be able to fetch them with the expanses or like the Grow from the Ashes, and it happens like quite a bit that we just run out of basics in the deck. But I think 7 is still a good number here. And yeah, I think this is pretty much it for the deck. And let's jump right into some gameplay, shall we? Okay, we are ready to go. And we are up against Kinnan, Bonder Prodigy. And don't like this hand too much. This is probably better. Yep, I keep this. Okay, they open up with Land Elves, which is a pretty decent start overall, I'd say. And question is, how do we proceed from here? We're probably one turn too slow, but oh well, right? If we go Florahedron tapped, yeah, let's play the Florahedron tapped now, and then we can go Ilysian, curry at it. Yeah. Olive Fountain, curry at it. And they just got a faster start than us, but we will see how it goes, right? Let's see. We could play this. Let's play this side of the pathway. Go for Omnath. And what are they going to pull? Sure, Dream Eater is okay. Dream Eater is pretty fine here. Okay, they milled 3, so they have something on top they wanna like get, right? Let's see, I think I don't need the Maybe, here's the thing, if I... So next turn will probably be Ilysian, Dryad of the Ilysian Grove, land, Goose, Hour of Promise, right? Yeah. So by that logic, I should discard the Elysian Caryatid. Okay. So let's play Dryad. Kinnan. Activation. And Pydrast Root. Nice. So 1. Then we have 2. Now we Hour of Promise into field plus fetchland. Yep. Perfect. And now we play Goose. Nice. No attacks. Well, I could have attacked. Oh well. So this is 6. We really just want to land the Ugin next turn. Okay, Elfheim Druid. And now we will... Yeah, let's go Pathway. So Ugin will... I can't exactly play Omnath again after I've wiped the board here. So I'd rather play this tapped. So let's just go with this. Frill Mystic, sure. They drew the Mystic, which is unfortunate, right? And now we will start to swing, I believe. And let's just go in. Let's just go in. They will eventually find a Crater Roof, but so will we. So it is about who finds Crater first, and currently they have the advantage here. Agent of Treachery. Stealing Omnath would be fine, yeah, sure. I would have been more concerned about the Field of the Dead, to be honest. Because Omnath at this point is not that relevant. Yup. Sure. Okay. I will Felidar Retreat. Yep. What you gonna do about it, opponent? Nothing. And I think my board is big enough that I just wanna I'm going to swing with everyone but the Reclaimer. And if they block, yep, I'm just going to use the Elvish Reclaimer. At instant speed to put a counter on everything. Yep, and Forest. Oh, indestructible. It's okay. So now is the question: do we get the Cast of Ventress or a fetch land? So the thing is, if we get a fetch land, that obviously feeds into our Felidar Retreat, but I think the Ventress is probably more valuable here. Yup. Okay. And I mean, Crater Roof is lethal, but that's okay. Ulamog would be annoying because that would exile Retreat and Field. I still don't mind that they have the Omnath. That's fine, right? Palaka Worm, sure. That's just life gain for them, really. Omnath, no blocks. And now we shall... I should have... Ah, damn it. I missed the stop in my upkeep. Okay. And we attack with everyone but the Reclaimer. Let's go. Run him over with a horde of zombies. Nice. So how much blue do I actually have? Oh, I don't even have... Oh yeah, I do have blue because of the Dryad. Oh yeah. Okay, good. I'm going to get rid of the mana dork here. So let's just... Okay, how do I do this? This and this. Yep, sacrificing you. Sure. And I will get a natural brood source in case the oh, do I have still? Yeah, I still have basic island, so I'm just going to get a fabled passage here, because that will be my natural blue source in case the Dryad will get removed. Yep. Get rid of the mana here and there. And hit him really hard. And turn. Nice. So one thing to note is that we are still very dead to Crater of Behemoth, and there is nothing we can do about it, but so the like, are they dead to our Behemoth if we top deck it? And they just realized they just have to go for it, right? Nyx Blue Ancient is pretty good, but it won't save them. That won't save them. Well, they can activate Kinnan once again, and that will likely get them to a... Oh, nice, they whiffed. Sweet. Okay, if they attack, that's totally fine, but let's pick the Scry option here. Oh, I mean, Rejuvenator can help me make one additional land drop, right? Yeah, let's just do this. Oh, well, an actual land drop would have also helped me do an actual land drop, right? Oh, well. Yeah. Oops. Okay, so let's fetch here for a blue source. Yeah, that was an oops by me. And swing with the team. And then we will fetch with the Reclaimer again for the super synergy available to us, right? Yeah, I think this would have been much more brutal overall. If we just pick the actual land here. But I mean, the Rejuvenator is a creature. Oh well. Let's see what's happening here. I do like that they are blocking with Kinnan, but the problem is that they have an Nyx Blue Ancient, which in result will probably kill us. So the real question becomes, do we... Yeah, well, that is probably a good game. My opponent has lethal next turn. Right? Yeah, like, I don't think I can do much here. So the question becomes, do we kill the Pelaka Worm with the Reclaimer activation or not? That it digs them one deeper, but it gives them one less creature. Yeah, we will do it, because that means that End Race, for example, isn't lethal. And we will get the... Do we have one more basic in the deck? Yeah, we have more basics, so we get the Expanse. Okay. Black Worm triggers, they draw a card, sure. And we end the turn. So now they Kinnan and they activate. And that is an Ulamog, which is kind of irrelevant. And they activate. And that is a Thorn Mammoth, which is also kind of irrelevant. Right? Yeah. And they activate one last time and pretty much get their big payoff, right? No, still no payoff. Wow. Okay, now the Thorn Mammoth fights the 6/6 zombie, right? Yeah. We are missing 1 mana as well, right? Because we can't activate the Vantress. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, we can. We can just activate the Vantress as well. Nice. Command Tower, Explore, whatever. Just give me a... Oh, that is decent card, right? Okay, so we start by... how many elementals do we have? Elemental count 1, correct? So let's kill a blocker here. Then we crack the fetch. Sure, basic forest. Everyone gets another counter. We play a Sacred Foundry tapped. Maybe you should have played it untapped. Doesn't matter too much. Yeah. And attack with everyone. And the Reclaimer is the biggest boy in the universe here. Oh boy. It is going to be problematic for my opponent. Yeah, at this point they don't really need to, like, the board is already so huge, they kind of like just need to jump the Reclaimer. Killing it doesn't do much anymore. Okay, we sack this land, and now we are going to get a... Like, these tribes can cycle. Let's just... at this point it really doesn't matter too much. Put a counter on everyone, sure. And is that lethal? No, it's not. Ow. It is not lethal. But we move our commander back to the command zone. So now Azusa into another land. Nice. And it actually was. So we are grinding Kinnan out. Damn. Good game. GG. We are playing against Kinnan on the Prodigy. Let's see. Reclaimer, Signet, Ashes, Uro. Like, I would love to get another 1-drop, to be honest. That would be quite optimal. Because then we can go Signet into another 1-drop. So let's start with the Reclaimer. And see where we go from there, really. The pathway, it's interesting. What are we going... I think we're going to play it as the blue side here. And, sure. Like, we can hold on to that. We need to play the planes anyways, right? So... Swinging. Sure. Elfheim Druid, yup. And... If we go Omnath now, how does that work with our future turn? Like, do we need to go Omnath now? Because we can activate the, like, his modes super often right now. Is it better to just ramp, or I think it's better to dig through the deck, really. And this is exactly what Omnath does. No attacks. Okay, we can really activate him now. Let's see. Okay, Kinnan comes down. I will play another Mana Dog, sure. And let's see where we go from here. I think we started with an Uro, right? So let's put into play this nice little land from the hand. Sure. Is it going to... Yeah, okay, Uro hits the fan, and yep, you do this. Sure. Oracle of Mul Daya will now reveal our top card, which is another Ripmount Crack, sure, and we can just grow from the ashes into a forest, really. Activate the Field of the Dead as well. Oh no, it's not activated, whoops, but now it is, right? And we swing in. Nice. Okay, we are going to draw an Hour of Promise. Is that really what we want to draw? Let me see. Omnath doesn't do much really. It's not that bad really. But we kind of don't want to draw. Kind of really don't want to draw the Hour here. But maybe, I mean, okay. One thing is, if we just like draw the Hour, we can fetch for Castle Ardenvale, which is going to be quite beneficial for us. Okay, goodbye Lotus Cobra, don't need you anyways. And Castle Ventress, sorry. Ventress and Rogran Triumph. Yep, sure. And how are we going to deal with the rest of the board? Yeah, I think just leaving this as is, because currently the information they have is that we have a Stomping Grounds on top, but we can shuffle our deck 3 times in their end step to get the right card on top of our deck. Right? And we can also put a stop in our upkeep. Tishana hits the board, they draw a ton of cards, which is fine for me. And now it is going to be, can we find Ugin in time? They make a land drop, they gain life, they play elves. So we can, as I said, we can shuffle 3 times, no 4 times, before we draw a card, because we can, with the Reclaimer, we can fetch for the Fabled Passage. Okay, so that's a 1. Oh, perfect, that is a perfect card to draw. Yep, draw. Main. So what's in the graveyard? No, don't need any of those. So I think I'm just going to shuffle here. Yep. And yes. Play you from the top, sure. Play you from the top as well. And now, let's see. Do I just want a Seagate Restoration for 3? Nah, I'm just going to Evolving Wilds here. It's going to be amazing. And now we can Scapeshift, right? Into a ton of cards. I'm going to play the Hall Found regardless here, right? But if we if we had 1 more mana, we could just pop off super hard here. But we don't, which is the problem. So do we just Scapeshift? Or... we don't really have basics left, right? That is a thing. So we can't Cultivate for something. We just like need to Scapeshift. How many lands do we even have left? 1, 2, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18, 18, 20. Oh god. So I have 9 lands left in the deck. Is that correct? If I have 9 lands left in the deck, I'm just going to Scapeshift for 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I have 10 because I have the river. No, 9. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 selected. 6, 7, 8, and 9? Sure. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Damn. And we're just going to draw a ton of cards as well. Nice. So a lot of cards here are effectively useless by now. All the landfall cards pretty much, but we're just going all out here because we're just going into Crater of next turn. And I'm just banking on them not having a board wipe here. So I don't need this for sure. I don't need this for sure. I don't need this anymore, right? Kind of don't need you. Yeah, a lot of cards I don't really need anymore if I know that I don't have more lands in the deck. But next turn I can just Crater Hoof. If they counter the Crater Hoof, I can get it from my graveyard again, thanks to Balagat Recovery. I don't have enough mana to just go Crater Hoof, recover Crater, right? Because that's not a land here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm missing 1 mana actually. Wow. Missing 1 mana because I can make a double land drop here. So that's the flipped Seagate and the Hinterland Harbor. And the turn. Yeah, I'm actually missing. Wow. Damn, that's unfortunate. One off of doing that, but oh well. It is still pretty decent. By swinging with everyone, how dead are they from a scale from 1 to yes? Oh, it's difficult. It's difficult. Oh damn, I shouldn't have... Yeah, I shouldn't have discarded the retreat because I still have land drops in hand and that would have been lethal, right? But oh, I can't just go Crater Roof. If they counter it, I return retreat with recovery and then I make my land drops. Sure. So let's go with the little Crater Roof that could. Yeah, sure. Recovery. And yeah, I did misplay a bit. Yep. What are you going to do, opponent? Okay, Felidar Retreat. Are they going to counter it? Like, I would usually just switch phases here, but I can't do that right now. Okay, if they, like, get a Crater Roof, they... yeah, they are on the defense here, which is hilarious. And now it is time for... yeah, Florahedron. Sure. Oh, whoops. Okay, I could have made one more land as well. Yup. The counter on everyone, sure. And then I can just... Yeah, let's carry at it. But if I had one, like if I didn't play the tapped Florahedron here, I could have went Dryad into another land drop. So is math actually for block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1. That's half of these. Oh yeah, we just swing, right? 18, 9 times 4 and a bit more. Yeah, that's game. That is game. And remember, we don't have a basic to fetch with the Fabled Passage right now. Oh, also, if I played the Dryad, the Fabled could have tapped for mana as well, which is pretty funny. Yep. GG. GG. Remember, kids, Omnath is not a good target to steal. We are playing Omnath against Omnath. Everybody's Omnath now. Guess what? Popular card is popular. Sure. Why did I keep this? What, blue, black. This is awkward. So start with Rootbound Crag. I like to keep this. The Ugin is probably game winning. I need the bird. I do have red. I do have white. I have blue here, so I'm bottoming the pathway, starting with a tapped Rootbound Crag into tapped Hollow Fountain Gilded Goose, because then I can play the Sun Petal Grove untapped. Yeah, makes sense to me. Dragmaster Outcast, okay. Ah, perfect. Funnily enough, now we can't even play Ugin because we have a goose, right? That's only temporary mana. So the question becomes, what Omnath do we actually want to play here? With the Castle of Ventress, we can just... We kind of want to play this one, right? Yeah, because then we can double fetch next turn. Ooh, that changes things. No, it doesn't. We just ramp. It's even better. And the goose was a bit awkward here because we didn't like ramp into 3 mana ramper, but oh well. So let's see. Sure. And let's go. Evolving Wilds, fetch a green source? I think I have... Okay, what basics to have? Yeah, I need a green basic to have the untapped checks. Okay, and then I am going to play Omnath, sure. That kills the Dragmaster Outcast. I am going to Growth Spiral as well. Yup. Put Ventress into play. And I'm going to buff this one, because then I can just no, that doesn't work out. I'd rather make my land drops, because even if I top deck another land, I know, but I don't draw the lands currently. If I need my lands, really. So let's take the pathway. And now I just like slowly build up my board, right? I should have taken a blue land here. Did I have a blue land as an option? Don't remember anymore. But yeah, I should have played a blue, or should have gotten a blue land. Yep, Omnath tapped. There's the blue. Funnily enough, but I'm just going to cycle tier in this case. Yep, and there's another blue source. Yep. And do I swing with everyone? No, I kind of really value this one. Let's see. We can make a food with the goose. Then we can just play Ugin next turn. Yeah, that sounds about right. So I should have attacked with this one, offered to trade if we are going to minus. Fetch land would obviously be a good draw here. They will get the damage on us, which is not relevant. The most relevant thing here is the mana, obviously again. Genesis Ultimatum, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Because now we're just going to resolve a Ugin. -5. But the problem here becomes if they play an Ugin, our Ugin is at 3 if we 2 if we -5, and their Ugin can kill our Ugin with an uptick. So that is quite unfortunate. Now we... Doesn't matter. Yeah, it goes to graveyard, right? Which matters. Okay. And Gilded Goose, sure. And now we will play land. Oops, played the wrong land. We will attack here. And we will Ugin. Yup. Let's hope they didn't find, like, they don't have Ugin in their hand. We can't really play around it anyways, right? -5. So let's see. Do they have their Ugin or do they not have their Ugin? Okay, they don't. Well, depends. They can still have a fetch land. Or just general ramp. Okay, they can still actually play Ugin here. Ooh, that's scary. That is very scary. And oh yeah, they can just Omnath kill our Ugin here. Yep.
I did all I did.
Turntimber, sure. Gets a Green Warden. Oh yeah, that's a nice draw. Because then we can just cheese them out. Yep, play you, play you, play you, and we kind of want to draw gas here. Oh, yeah, that guy's Eggbot, right? Yeah. The thing that I thought about was including the Genesis Ultimatum, but the mana cost is just so iffy to play on curve, really. Like triple blue, red, like if you want to have those colors on 4 mana and then jump into those colors immediately, that's just almost impossible. So I did decide to not play it. Obviously we are super dead here because like ramp just goes exponential and they just went off harder. If we don't top deck something good here, I think I'm going to scoop it up. But for now, there is still a chance. There is a slight chance that we just, like, fetch the field. We just overrun them with Crater Hoof. Oh yeah, that's going to get difficult. And that is good game. GG. We are playing against Teferi, Master of Time. And this hand ramps. Like, even without Omnath at the head, this would have been a fine hand. So this turn, like, the breeding pool turns on all these lands, which is nice. So we're going to play the tap. Now these come into play untapped as well. And we're just going to Rootbound Crag, explore into... Oh, that's awkward. We can fetch a white, right? Do we need to? No, we really don't. So do I cycle the Triumph? Do I play the fetch land? I think I like the thought of going grow from the ashes into green into Gilded Goose, play the Triumph tapped. Yep. And I will just try to pop off when they tap out for Teferi, or just like in general tap out a bit more, because now we are in a position where we can just force the Omnath onto them. I'd just play this Fabled Passage, grab a white and then Omnath, and they will counter it, and then we can, like, I did it this way because they were going to counter it, right? And I don't like, yes, otherwise it would have been more efficient if the Omnath resolved, but this way is better because now I have more food. Okay, Teferi. And now we're just going to Scapeshift it. Oh. And... wait, one more land, we could just go... No, that wouldn't be enough as well. Let's go... Scapeshift. And then we... Oh, we tapped wrong. Oh no, just blame it on the auto tapper, that's fine as well, right? Okay, I'm going to get you, I'm going to get all the shocks. Look at you. Yup. And I'm just going to play Azusa now, but if I had one more green up, I could have, like, not spend the food on it. But Mono Blue kind of really has problems dealing with a large amount of tokens on the board and just Feel of the Dead in general. And even if they, like, Reverse Rebuke me every single land we top deck as gas, we can force their counterspells out of hand with Omnath. So even though we have no cards in hand and they have a full hand, I think we're still ahead. I think we're just going to attack Teferi with 3 zombies and attack the rest phase. That's reasonable, right? Probably is. Not sure. Let's go Omnath. Get the counterspell out of their hand. Yup. Ah, it's a rewind. Nice. Yup, and then we are just going to... you at Teferi and you face. Oh yeah, can plus at instant speed. Oops. Oh well. Oh well. And now we are... I mean, that's already lethal on board, right? Almost. Yeah. Because what happens is we are just going to fetch a basic end step, and that's just enough damage on the board to kill them. They can't face anything out with the Teferi here, so they need to have a bounce spell. And I'm just going to keep the land in hand in case we want to make multiple land drops a turn with the Grazer, if they like reverse rebuke us or whatever. That's not going to do too much if they don't have reverse rebuke or Flood of Tears. And yep, resolve you, get a green, sure. And now swing everything at their face. Yep. Nice. Discontinuity, they end our turn, which is hilarious. And always fun. Yeah, the only thing that I'm annoyed by is that I didn't, like, when Azusa went to face instead of hitting Teferi here. Oh well. Always need to keep that in mind, really.
Think fast.
I am... let me see. I think I'm just going to, yep, anticipate. That means they're desperate, and that is a good thing. Maybe they have sleep in their deck, which would be a problem. Because that would blank our attackers for multiple turns. One turn, yeah. And I'm just going to make more food. Cooking something up. Let's see. My turn, sure, and let's go face again. Nah. I think I'm just going to play it safe now, because I think they have a bounce spell here. And if that's the case, we don't have lethal, and the Teferi still sticks around. Yup, that phases out. And we can just grind them out, really. Like, no need to do anything unnecessary here.
I was out of sync.
And now we just play the Omnath. Yep, and they will rewind it, of course, right? But we keep all of these cards in hand to make multiple land drops in one turn to instantly refill after they board wiped us. Well, board wipe in quotation marks, because they're just going to bounce everything to hand, and then... But that, we still have the Azusa at this point, right? Bottom, yes. Very nice indeed. Yep, and that is good game. GG. GG. Well, yeah. So that was a pretty cool game. And we sneaked the field in from the deck while they didn't have anything up. Beautiful. We are done with the games. I hope you enjoyed them as much as I did, and this is Omnath, Locus of Creation, a pretty good deck, ramps fast, kills the opponent. Yeah, I like it. I really like it. One thing I want to touch on is that this deck effectively runs 31 lands, right? But you see that sometimes you just like are out of gas, really. Like this build specifically is made to just go one shot all in the early game, and it loses a bit of gas, at least in the hand, right? The board presence is always there, but like multiple board wipes, I can see that being a problem. So I kind of want to have, like, it's also the reason why I've included the Cast of Ventress. I didn't play it initially, but I figured I can do so much with my mana. I can just scry to relevant cards, right? And I'm probably like inclined to cut one forest for the mythic red land that is also able to damage things to get rid of problematic permanents. For example, I saw somebody mention Platinum Angel against this deck, and I was like, huh, yeah, that might be a problem, right? It's not a like commonly used card, and I think it shouldn't be, but I mean, the jank attack is always around the corner, and yeah, probably want to play Shadow Skull over a forest, but like the forests are really useful to turn on all the check lands, because I only run the check lands that have part green in them, so that's also relevant, right? as for the general like game feel of the deck, I do enjoy it. Felidar Retreat is really silly. Sometimes just grows huge birds, and yeah, I really enjoyed the deck. Hope you try it out. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to support me, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.